Hello and welcome to the Ironvor CoachCast, Ep03, I believe. Here we are with myself, Alan, and Benny. Yeah, we're ready. We're
Ready to go.
We're coaching Benny through the carnivore process. This is the third week in, so let's see how we go. How you going, Benny?
Feeling good, mate. Feeling good.
Yeah.
Lots of energy.
Feeling good? Looking
Lots
good?
of energy. Clear minds.
Yeah.
Missing some of the extravagant foods that I ate coming into this. You know, working in the
Yes.
working in the world that I do. I'm still hanging out with people who are eating eating fruit, eating
Everything?
veg, eating
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
I was like a salivating dog looking at Ali, my partner, eating a salad last night, and it was so simple, but it looked so good to me. The salad had some avocado, some crushed almonds, and kale. And I actually felt myself salivating a little bit, and I had to go in another room. But
Yep.
yeah, and I'm
You
sure
have to
down
get
the line,
your little crucifix up, you know.
yeah. Mind you, she was salivating when it was 10 o'clock at night, and I was refrying some burnt ends of beef, and I had that before I went to bed. I'm finding now eating quite close to bed, and it's peculiar. I'm sleeping like a baby. Like if I will eat at
Yeah.
10 o'clock and go to bed at 10:30, which is against everything that I've ever done, I'm sleeping soundly. And
It can go two ways. Eating late at night can go two ways. Some people, it activates their digestive system and then they don't sleep well because they're busy digesting. Other people, it seems to calm them down because maybe they were, like instead of going to bed feeling hungry, they feel like they've had a meal. So I think the size of the meal is relative. If you have
It's
a
not
huge
big.
meal, yeah,
It's
if you
not.
just have like a small snack kind of thing before you go to bed, I think that works pretty well. Yeah.
The way I thought was in the animal world, lions, eat their meal, eat their
Yeah,
fill.
and they have a snack. Yeah, they have a nap. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I thought I'd try eating later on because, as I say, we're trying to get more calories, more fat, more protein. And I'm not doing it in the one meal a day, so I'm adding a bit more.
Yeah.
That's why the late meals have come in, and it hasn't had an adverse effect, which has surprised me because beforehand, if we had a carbonara in the evening, I'd struggle to sleep often. So I often had to wait 2 hours before going to bed.
Well, the carbonara, pasta, carbohydrates. Yeah, that would have, had you wired at night. Yeah.
For sure.
So, yeah,
sure.
cool. All right. So let's talk quickly about stats. I had a quick look at your stats. So you did a weigh-in today down to 107 kilos. Is that correct? Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. So we're down 5 kilos in 3 weeks.
Well, the day and a half before I spoke to you, I was 115. And then when we met, we were 112.8.
That's well, I guess we are comparing two different scales here. So the eVault said 112 and your home scales said 115 the day before.
Yeah. About a day and a half before. Actually, funny story. It's the scales at the gym that I jump on. And I had a moment. I've been to the gym twice this week. I think once last week. And I always jump on the scales as just from going in there because I drink a lot of water and I go in and try to do it before I've got 2 liters of water in me. And every time I jump on these scales, it beeps. So I jump on, beep, 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 beep. And it's done that for a long time, all I can remember. And I just thought these scales were just maybe unbalanced, or maybe it was just to let people know there's somebody taking a weight. They always beeped. And I was just about to weigh myself the other day, and this little old man just jumped in before me, so I let him jump on, and there was no beeping. I was like, they fixed the scales. So he jumped off, and I jumped on, and beep, 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 beep. I was like, what the? I was like, excuse me, mate, would you mind coming back to reweigh yourself? He's like, why? I was like, because I don't think they beeped for you. He goes, no, they didn't. He jumped on 74 kilos, no beeping. I jump on, 107 kilos, beeping. And it turns out these scales, it's a scale screaming. If you're over 100 kilos, it's an alarm saying, get the fuck off.
Okay.
So the girl behind the counter was laughing. She goes, it's unfortunate and it's pretty brutal. We don't even need to look. And we now know who's over 100 kilos just by them standing on the scales. So I now have an auditory goal. Before I move to the hills and change my gym memberships, I want to stand on those scales and not have the alarm beeping. And
shut the alarm up, yeah.
The alarm go. So we get
It's a
there.
good goal to have.
For sure.
Yeah,
How rude
we're on our way, mate.
Brutal.
Yeah. Well, next week, are you available to book in to do the follow-up EVOLT?
I can do that.
Yep. So let's, we'll do that after the show. We'll book it in. But yeah, we'll follow up with the 4-week. That would be the 4th week weigh-in, so to speak. Yep. That'll be really good to see the body fat changes and stuff like that. You are looking slimmer.
Yeah, I've had a couple of people comment this morning that I'm looking a bit skinnier.
Yeah. Yeah, I noticed it this morning at the meeting, at the business meeting. So yeah, excellent.
The funny thing is, and you mentioned this to me, you said you're not interested in ketosis. That's not what it's about. This isn't about that.
Well, it matters, but we don't need to be like hyper fixated on a number on a keto strip. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Well, it's good because I've been measuring just casually, and I've never jumped over whatever that 1 mole in ketosis. Yep. That is just the base level of nutritional ketosis. I'm always hovering around that 1 now, 0.09, 0.91, I think 1.1 I was, but it's always around that 1 mark. It's not going up to the 3s and the 4s. Which I found quite strange, seeing as all I'm eating is fat and protein. But I'm not fasting, so that may have something to do with it.
So what it is your liver is still storing fat. So you're still creating plenty of blood glucose. So until the liver can deplete its stores, you won't kind of ramp up into like what we would determine to be like a all-out ketosis.
Should I do a period of fasting to give the system a bit of?
I don't think it's necessary. It'll happen naturally over time. If you like right now, we're trying to feed the body all the nutrients and remove all of the toxins. We've removed all the plants, so we've tried to get rid of all the inflammatory foods. We've removed all the carbs. So the liver is now free to, start emptying its gas tank, so to speak.
Good.
It just takes a while for that gas tank to empty for the first time. Some people, it takes a lot longer than others. So yeah, like an actual fast, I don't think is necessary right now. We want to continue to feed the body like the nutrients that it wants, and it will do what it needs to do to heal what it needs to heal, and it will, the liver will hopefully heal a bit as well. I mean, you had
fingers crossed.
Yeah,
it's got a lifetime of hospitality to recover from.
That's right. Yeah, yeah, that's it. It's taken years to get there, so it's going to take a few months to step away from it, I think. So, yeah.
Good. How's your 7-day water fast going? Did you do that last week, or was that this week?
I made it to 4 days, yeah. So, on the 4th day, well, actually on the 3rd day in the evening, I was like really cold. I was like shivering. And it was a pretty chilly night, but it wasn't super cold. It wasn't freezing. So so I kind of took that as a bit of a signal that, okay, I'm obviously pretty depleted at the moment. And then that next day, I just could not stop thinking about food. And as I was watching this timer, and I'm like, okay, I'm almost at 4 days. I'm going to crack 4 days soon. And I thought, well, I don't think I'm going to make it to 7 days. So I went to the shop and I bought some food. went and bought some meat. But I just could not stop thinking. I was just salivating, and I was just like, oh my God, I need to eat. So I took that as a signal that I really needed to eat. So I had a feast of Wagyu beef. And it was
You
probably...
broke your fast with Wagyu beef? Yum.
I did, yeah. It was like a cheap cut of Wagyu. It wasn't like really expensive stuff. It was like Wagyu rump from the supermarket, so nothing super fancy. But it was the best meal I've ever had, even though it probably wasn't. But at that time, it felt like the best meal I've ever had.
For sure.
I
broke a 3-day fast some months back with a Vietnamese pho that had a beef rib in. So it was already quite a nice pho with a beef rib, not the brisket or anything like that. And I thought to break the fast, I'd have a bit of soup, gentle on the belly, and then see how I go with the beef. And it is still, to this day, the best meal I have ever had. At the table by myself, and there was a restaurant. I know the owners, but I swear there were groans coming from the table as I was enjoying the meal. So I'll give them prior warning next time.
Yeah. The fast went really well, though. Like, I think 4 days was pretty good. I have never attempted 7 days before, so
cool.
I mean, I've never really attempted 3 days or 4 days before. I've only fasted by default as far as extended fasts. When you go away, and I don't know, just from circumstances and stuff. And when I was a young lad and I was partying, you know what I mean, you'd go out for a whole weekend and forget to eat because you're drinking or whatever so much. Sorry, say again?
I haven't eaten since Friday.
Yeah. So basically I think I did pretty well. And maybe I'll do it once a year. Maybe I'll do it every Carniversary. I was celebrating my Carniversary, and that's why I chose that time to do it. It was feeling pretty spacey. So, it was working. I was definitely using my fat stores. I dropped, according to my smart scales, which aren't very accurate. They're not the eVault scanners at the gym. But the smart scales, I dropped a few percentage in body fat. I dropped about 4% body fat. Dropped about, I'd have to look at the stats, but probably 3 or 4 kilos in those 4 days. But I quickly regained some of that as soon as I started eating again. Like I'm only about a kilo or so down from what I was before the fast now.
But still,
the shock to the system, it was like a, steep drop off. Yeah.
You're very lean, so to drop 4% body fat would have been massive.
Yeah. I noticed it. I went from, I don't know, I don't really have a six pack, but I went from sort of regular belly to like really flat, quite lean. Six pack starting to show. Mine's more of a 5.5 pack. I don't know. It's not quite a six pack. But yeah, I mean, I wasn't really doing it for that. I did it for the autophagy, for the cell rejuvenation. I wanted to get those benefits. So I wasn't doing it for weight loss or fat loss or whatever. I wanted to test myself. I wanted to, promote autophagy. I wanted my blood cells to rejuvenate. I wanted to, break down, tired cells and strip them and get rid of them, that kind of thing. So I was doing it for the health benefits, not so much for the weight benefits.
How can you measure autophagy? Is there a biometric that you can measure?
Oh, that's a good question. That is a really good question. And I'm not sure if I have an answer for that, but I'm sure if you were to do it in a lab context, I'm pretty sure you could take blood tests throughout the process and, live blood analysis or something where you actually look at the cells in a microscope. You could probably see maybe there's some blood markers or something that you can check. As far as, I'm pretty sure there was a fairly big anti-inflammatory effect because I've struggled with some skin conditions for like my whole life. And one of the reasons, one of the things I wanted to do at my Carniversary was to try to remove those last couple of things that are flaring my skin up. So the fast was, obviously a fast, but then I was hoping to make it through the rest of this month as like full-blown lion. Now I've broken that a little bit because I have had some coffees, but I mean, prior to this, I was drinking two cups of coffee every day with milk and butter. So if milk is causing my skin issue, I mean, the fast, I immediately noticed like my skin was kind of healing. Yeah, so I've still got some marks on my back, so to speak, but they're looks like they're going away. But I have had a few coffees, so who knows, might come back.
Can you drink black coffee? Do you drink black coffee?
I don't enjoy it.
Okay.
I have like coffee with butter. So that's where I'm at right now. Is this month so far, I've been having butter. So, and I've cut the milk right back. So I haven't purchased any milk. So the only milk I've had has been in the couple of coffees that I've had, that have been at the cafes. So yeah, I'm just going to see how I go. It's one of those fine tuning things where I want to give up coffee, but I love coffee. I'm addicted to coffee. Like coffee is everywhere. So yeah, I'm not being too harsh on myself, but I'd like to get rid of it. Yeah, I would like to keep pressing forward and getting rid of this inflammation that's obviously showing up in my skin somehow. So whether that means, maybe in a month or so, I'll have a clearer picture. If I've minimized milk and everything clears up, then I guess milk is it. If maybe I can add A2 milk back into it. A2 proteins are different to sort of normal proteins with milk. So I could be one of those people. I do enjoy milk. Cheese? So, hey?
Can you eat cheese?
Yeah, cheese doesn't really cause me any issues. I mean, in the dairy spectrum.
Well, no.
Yeah, there's a big spectrum with dairy, and butter, cream, yogurt, cheese, milk. They've all got different amounts of lactose, and I think I think I'm intolerant to lactose. If I just drink like a straight, full lactose milk, that'll set me off for sure. So I have been drinking lactose-free milk for quite a while. So yeah, but maybe I'm reacting sensitive to the proteins.
Maybe. So
at that case, then maybe butter will be okay, but cheese and milk maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, it's not a big enough problem at the moment for me to really just nail it in one hit. So that's why it's I've continued to eat cheese. I've continued to eat milk because it hasn't really drink milk I should say, because it hasn't caused me like a debilitating problem. So.
I think you can go to labs and have those tests done where they do a series of allergens on your skin.
Yeah, I've had that done for, not for foods, but for allergies like hay fever and whatnot. And I am, at the time, I was allergic to 28 out of 32 things. So I am an allergic type of guy, I think.
Just not steak, salt and water.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, well, there's no harmful compounds in steak, salt, and water. So, all right. So let's get back to you because this is coaching. So let's talk about the macros. So we've last week we did have a goal of 200 grams of protein, 200 grams of fat, and just a little cursory amount of carbs in there, just in case they fell into your mouth somehow.
Oh my God! Have you looked at my food diary?
Yes, I was just about to bring that up. So we've adjusted the target a little bit because you mentioned via messaging and stuff earlier this week, 200 was a bit too hard to hit. So we've lowered that down to 180. I believe you were hitting 170 pretty easily, weren't you? Yep.
176, I think I tried to set as a goal, but we'll try to push it above that 180 for sure.
Yeah, let's try to get just around like 180-ish. 180 above, 180 below. That's effectively your height in centimeters converted into protein and fat. with us, I think, with 30 grams of carbs.
184, thank you very much.
Sorry?
184, thank you very much.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yep, all right.
Take that
On
extra.
your tippy toes? No, yeah.
No, just in the morning. You shrink as the day goes on.
Yeah, there you do, yeah. So what I'll do, I'll bring up the page here. Let me just share my screen. Okay. Can you see this page now?
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. Okay, so we're looking at your macro report. Now this is on my coaching, like the training program.
Mm-hmm.
I've set those goals. I've edited your goals down to 180 now.
Mm-hmm.
So our calorie target has dropped to 2420, down from, I believe it was 28 something.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, I'm not fussed about calories because your body has no idea what a calorie is. It does not care about calories. It cares about nutrients.
Mm-hmm.
So we can see here over the last week or so, we are looking at some days. So August 11, way over on the protein, which is probably fine. We'll have a look at the report. Actually, I'll go to the next tab. Here we go. So starting from the 8th, we have sausages, scrambled egg, bacon, milk, coffee.
What day was the 8th? Was that Friday when we spoke? Yeah, I think that was Friday.
That would be...
Because that's the B&I breakfast in there, the sausage patty, scrambled egg.
Yeah, last Friday, 8th. Okay. So yeah, kilo of Scotch fillet. That all looks pretty good. The calorie target, we've blown the calories there, but we have also overshot the protein and the fat. But you know,
overcompensating. That's when we had the conversation.
Yeah. So that's good. And remember, each individual day doesn't matter as the accumulation over the whole week. So your average over the whole week is what really matters. Mm-hmm. Some days you're going to be hungrier than others. So
I didn't feel good at the end of those days or the end of those meals when I really pushed hard. Obviously, I overexerted here, but the body, I almost felt quite ill, like I'd overeaten, trying to push to hit those 200 plus.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, if you're really jamming it in for the sake of a number, then that's probably what's going to happen is you're going to end up feeling a bit nauseous or something. So I think we talked about the satiation and hunger signaling and stuff a little bit in the past, haven't we? So
Sure.
So when you start the steak, you're going to be like salivating. It's like, oh my God, it's so good. But when you're a kilo into it, depending on how hungry your body is, when you get to 800 grams, it's not going to taste so good. That's your body saying you've had enough.
And that's it. And I'm pretty in tune with the satiation at the moment. And that extra push, I knew I was pushing past it. Which is why we've adjusted the goal. Because I think that 180 was perfect.
Yeah, well, and the thing about these goals too is we need to fine tune them, which we're doing. Mm-hmm. But now that we've come up with the 180, we're going to try and stick to it. Mm-hmm. So, because now we need to actually see what it results in. So, if we keep changing everything, then, we don't know like what the outcome is necessarily. We're going to be chasing our tail. Yeah. So we'll see how the body reacts objectively now. So now that we've subjectively reduced the amount of food to something that you can cope with, now we run this out until we objectively have a change in weight or body fat or body composition. So, I mean, you've been losing weight like the whole time. So, we want to make sure that we're not starving you. We want to make sure that the body has all the building blocks it needs to heal.
I am definitely not starving. I can tell you that.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good. All right, so August 9th, so that'll be Saturday. We have salmon steak, some eggs, coffee again, and another kilo of scotch. Did you make it all the way through that, or was that another tough one?
I'm finding that, I'm putting the 2 down because I'm cutting the 2 into 500-gram things, but I'm being more and more lenient with some like fat that I'm not eating, and just giving it to the dog. So
Yeah.
where I start, I mean, all the fat, all the bits, all of it. That second one, I'm probably cutting out some of the sinew and
Yeah.
fat, which for a
Yeah.
Scotch is about
A lot.
15% steak.
Yeah, that's it. Excellent. Yeah, well, that's following the taste buds again. I do the same thing. Sometimes the fat just tastes amazing, so I go nuts and eat the whole lot. Other times it's like, oh, I've had enough fat today, and same thing goes to the dog or it goes in the bin. All right, August 10th, we have a trip to Starbucks. Was that 2 coffees or one big one?
Yeah, it was 2. It's not at Starbucks, but it was just it was just a latte in the system. It was a shot. It was a cafe latte, flat white. Yeah.
Cool. Eggs, bacon, halloumi.
I'm craving a little bit more dairy, so I popped a bit of halloumi in. I've had that a couple of times this week. Even for one meal, had a fifth of a litre of really sour Greek yogurt.
Yep.
With no sugar or no added sugar.
That was on the 11th. Was that it there?
Yeah, that's it. So the body was just sort of craving a bit more dairy.
Yep. Yeah, I've gone through cycles like that myself. Had a bit of, in my case, I was having lactose-free Greek yogurt. I did a bit of a trial with that too. I was trying to, because it does have some carbs in it. So I did experiment with having, a little bit of Greek yogurt before I went to bed to see if the carbs would help me sleep better. It didn't. So didn't really feel any effect there.
Big shout out to Brown's Dairy, though. I think they're WA, Australia's oldest dairy. That Greek yogurt, compared to everything we looked at, has got minimal sugar, high fat, and it tastes just like cream, sour cream. Yeah. It's a really nice texture.
It's a nice one, is it? Yep.
And I don't know whether the cravings are because of a nutritional requirement or just a variety requirement in terms of wanting a bit more variety than meat. I don't know the difference. All I know is I really felt like some cheese and some yogurt recently and lattes.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Some of these cravings can be just cravings, and the brain's association with the dopamine. So when you do get these cravings, just think carefully about, am I just thirsty? Am I just hungry? Like, if I eat a boiled egg, would that satisfy me? Like, if I had a steak, would that satisfy me instead? Or does it really have to be cheese? Or does it really have to be yogurt?
Okay.
I mean, look, I'm not going to come and take away your carnivore card. We've talked about this. So, yeah.
Are they allowed? Like, obviously, eating an apple is completely against, the plan and the program we're on. But halloumi, a real thick set cheese, yogurt, milk, full fat milk, are they off the carnivore card? Like, obviously, the carnivore card is straightforward. Beef.
Yeah, so the yogurts, the yogurts and milks, they have a lot of carbohydrates in them. So the lactose or galactose are sugars. So there are carbohydrates. So that won't help you with ketosis.
Okay.
The fats are fine. The proteins you might be sensitive to, like, I believe I am a little bit. Some people are really sensitive to dairy proteins. So, yeah, they are animal products, but they do have sugar. I mean, they are, milk is designed for babies to just get fat. Like, it's, So it is, like, milk's purpose is to be like addictive and
So make you
fatten
grow.
up babies. Yeah, it's for growing, you know. So it's during that growth cycle of the baby's life when they just need to put on maximum weight, maximum body fat, you know. So, and we as adult humans drinking cow milk or goat milk or whatever it's, you know, yeah.
Okay.
It's something
So
that
it's
we've,
the most relaxed form of carnivore eating.
yeah,
Okay.
like it's animal products. It gets, you know, it gets a hall pass. You know what I mean? But yeah, just be aware that yeah,
because
it's
you
not.
could doesn't necessarily mean just because you could doesn't necessarily mean you should.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay.
It's not red meat. It's not fatty red meat. Put it that way.
It's not steak, salt, or water.
That's right. Yeah. So, all right.
Yeah.
Probably don't really
I've been
need to look
smashing
too
it.
much in these days. Yeah, you've been doing really well here. So we've got a new target now. You know, you're eating a mix of beef and chicken and eggs with a bit
5
of
eggs in
halloumi.
that. 5 boiled
Yeah.
eggs.
So yeah, I think, man, just keep doing what you're doing. So this next week, keep doing what you're doing. Try to hit that 180 grams. We'll do a weigh-in on Friday with the eVault scanner. We'll check the results of that. And then we'll obviously have episode 4. We'll catch up again. Do you have any questions about anything this week? Anything that comes up?
No, all good. Keep on
Fantastic.
keeping on.
Just stop sharing the screen there. Cool.
In terms of activity, my steps, I think my steps are averaging up now probably 5,000, 6,000. I've had a couple of 7,000 days, which is up from when I first started. Obviously, I was ill when we first started, but they're around the 2,000, 3,000. I'm walking to get the kebab for lunch, or the kebab meat for lunch. I'm walking to get the coffees rather than jumping in the car. So there's some conscious movement.
Yeah.
Probably a little
That's
bit of
good.
energy that I want to exert as well.
That's a good sign. Yeah.
Yeah.
When it's preferable to go outside and walk, that is a very good sign that you're on the mend. You know.
And I'm feeling it. You know, it's obviously it's conscious, but it's a no-brainer. You know, to just walk that 400 meters to the shops and back.
Yeah.
What else? You know, gym. I don't have huge amounts of time, but I've snuck in 2 sessions this week. I think 1 session last week, 1 session the week before. I can't see doing more than that at the moment, so I'm not doing any hero sessions at the moment. And that's just a 25-minute, half an hour weight, just high repped weights. No cardio, no heavy lifting, just some high rep weights to keep a little bit of body strength.
Are you doing what, dumbbells, kettlebells, barbells? What's the focus? Because I haven't programmed anything for you. So like, what are you doing? Just freestyling some stuff?
This isn't about that. It's literally just doing a bit of chest press, bench press, some curls, all on dumbbells and barbells, some squats, some back, and
Excellent.
literally bearable weights, 15 reps just to get some movement.
Awesome.
But
I'm on board. I love it.
I'm not sweating. You know, I'm not sweating. It's just 25 minutes. Get in there, get some movement. I'm feeling a little bit of muscle soreness the next day, so they've definitely worked.
Yeah.
I don't feel I've got the same raw power, as if I'm saying the same power that I may have had if I had hit the gym beforehand. And I'm not sure whether that's diet or whether it's just I'm tired. I don't know what it is, but
before Carnivore or beforehand, before like years ago when you were fit.
Yeah. I don't have too much to compare it to recently. Maybe it's an age thing, but I just remember going to the gym and attacking, you know, and wanting to push and wanting to push my one rep max. the reason I'm doing the 15 reps of a manageable weight is I don't feel like attacking the weight, so I don't have that raw raw energy. But
we are fairly early in your carnivore journey, so we are still in that fat adaptation phase where the body has been so reliant on carbohydrates for so long that we still haven't built up the pathways to to compensate for the lack of carbohydrates yet. So even though you're probably feeling much clearer in the mind and the brain fog and whatnot is gone, and you might feel more energetic, like clearer and brighter, but the sort of those energy systems that are required to sling some heavy weights around might not be there yet. It also could be because training history lately has been pretty low, so you haven't trained for quite a while anyway. So the last time you were training heavy and hard, you were probably better trained as well. So your memory and plus our memories can be a bit deceiving sometimes.
Yeah,
I felt amazing when I was 20 years old. So
Thankfully, 20 wasn't the last time I did some heavy weights, but it's been some time ago.
Yep. So it's a good sign though. Getting to the gym and just being in the gym is better than 1,000 other people that are sitting on the couch eating chips. So,
and unfortunately, I'm moving house in 5 weeks.
Exciting news.
Out in the hills, and I'm going to be 3 minutes drive from your base of operations in Belhanna. So I'm going to have no excuses.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm going to be having nightmares of kettlebells weeks before I leave.
Yeah. I'll get you in for some kettlebells for sure. Yeah.
For sure.
All right, Benny. Well, let's, good session, man. Let's wrap it up, eh? So next week, we'll do the scan and man, I'm looking forward to it. Are you looking forward to it?
I am, yes.
Yeah.
But it's always I want to taper my expectations, because if I taper them and it's good, that's great. If I've got really high expectations and it's just good, then it might not my confidence or motivation. So I'll come into it quietly optimistic.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. All right. Well, I'm excited. I think you've done really well. So
thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
I'll see you next week. Thank you.
See ya.